And here we go for the second home game for the Crane Pirates as we missed the home opener yesterday. This is Howe, Oklahoma and Crane. His first pitch to Wesley Bradley is going to be a strike at 1-1 Crane is the home team. They're wearing the white jerseys. Howe wearing the kind of off-white cream jerseys. Red helmets. Red socks with some red sleeves also. Pirates in the white caps with the blue brims on them. Here's a pitch. Swing at a high fly ball. Right field. And that will be caught for out number one. That will bring up now the batter of Carson McGee. Catcher number 16, Carson McGee. This team coming out of Oklahoma, the Sooner State of Howe. As it's Carson McGee, the man, as he'll watch a pitch go outside for a ball at 1-0. Welcome you guys into this live stream. My name is Adam Smith, delivering you guys here on Ozarks Sports Report. Swinging a little ground ball to the second baseman, on to first, and quickly we are at out number two, and that will bring up now the pitcher of Caleb Crabtree. Pitcher number 17, Caleb Crabtree. Caleb Crabtree now the batter for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions, as that first pitch to him is going to be just on the outside corner for a ball at 1 strikes. Crane coming into this game at 0-3. Howe, Oklahoma coming into this game with a record of 5-3. They are coached by John Saki. And Crane coached by, once again, Brian Harmon, Clay Stumpf, Tyler Martin, and Colton Vaught. And their bat boys of Joey Thompson and Lane Howard. 1 strike there on Caleb Crabtree. Here in the top of inning number one, the Pirates have been able to get those 2 outs very quickly. Nick Brandon is your man on the bump today for the Pirates. He got the loss in the opening game against Reed Spring last Saturday, as that one's going to be swung on and fouled. And it's 3-2 strikes. 3-2 strikes to count on and that will be an out, as we're now going to the bottom of the first inning. It is no score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Pirates, the center fielder number 3, Isaiah Smith. And here we go back here in the bottom of the first inning between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Isaiah Smith is going to be the first man to greet the pitcher of, he's going to be the man to greet the pitcher of Caleb Crabtree. Here's a pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire. Now 1 ball, 1 strike there on Isaiah Smith. Isaiah Smith has already had 1 home run on this spring season, this late spring season. Here's a pitch. Upstairs, now 1 ball, 1 strike there, or correction, now 2 balls and 1 strike there on Mr. Isaiah Smith. Temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees here on this Friday evening. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and Isaiah Smith didn't like it, and that's going to bring up now that speedy Chase Conrad coming to the plate. Shortstop. Shortstop, number 22, Chase Conrad. Chase Conrad, that speedy shortstop who's going to be the man at the dish. He bats from the left side after that strikeout. Here's a pitch. Inside corner there on Chase Conrad. Once again, this is Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Streaming live here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Good cut there by Chase Conrad, as he's able to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike there on Mr. Chase Conrad. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 2 balls and 1 strike there on Conrad. Crabtree seems to throw some pitches on the inside corner. Pitch swung on and fouled back as he is able to stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes there on Chase Conrad. Here's that 2-2 pitch. Now 3-2 as he's able to work the count. So if he does not swing at a pitch and it goes on the outside corner, then either on the inside or outside corner but out of the zone, then he will take and the Pirates will have their first base runner swing at a high fly ball. Goes foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes there on Mr. Isaiah Smith. Just a gorgeous day here for baseball here in Stone County. We're in Crane, here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Here's that 3-2 pitch. Swing, and that's going to be rifled into right field for a base hit. Bobbled off the right fielder. Chase is going to be digging past first. He's going to be digging to second, and he will be there for a 1-out double. That's going to bring up now Heath Quick, the junior left fielder for the Pirates. Left fielder number 16, Heath Quick. Heath Quick after the 1-out double by Chase Conrad, as they have not cleared the count on the scoreboard. 1 runner on, 1 out for Mr. Heath Quick to do some damage. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates are still looking for win number 1 on the young spring season. They've lost to Norwood, they lost to Gainesville, and they lost to Reed Spring. But on the positive note, we do see the light at the end of the tunnel. 1 ball, no strikes. Now 2 balls and no strikes there on Mr. Heath Quick. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swing, and that's going to go into the outfield. Another base hit. Here comes Chase Conrad onto the plate, and the Pirates have their first lead of the season. 1-0 Crane after the RBI single And Heath Quick delivers. That's going to bring up now the pitcher of Nick Brannon. The pitcher, number 23, Nick Brannon. Nick Brannon, the pitcher for the Crane Pirates today. After that RBI single there by Heath Quick, as they'll look to put some damage there on the scoreboard. It is 1-0 Crane, and does that feel good to say 1-0 Crane? 1-0 our count. 1-0 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Howe with a winning record of 5-3. Thing about Oklahoma's baseball is they start a lot earlier than high school baseball here in Missouri. 2 balls and no strikes, and so we can see that the Pirates have already found the light at the end of the tunnel. But we still need to win. But the Pirates still need to win today. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Only 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 1. It's 1-0 Crane after the RBI single there by Heath Quick. He's the only man that's going to be on the base. Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Only 1 runner on. And that is Heath Quick. Nick Brannon is the man at the dish for the Pirates. 2-2. There goes Heath Quick, and Brannon will strike out. And that's going to bring up now the new batter of Darren Terrell, the catcher. Catcher, number 28, Darren Terrell. Darren Terrell now the catcher for the Pirates. He digs in, bats from the left side. Here's a pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire. 0-1. We're already at 2 away here in the bottom half of inning number 1. So good pitching that we've seen from Nick Brannon. He was able to sit down the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. 1 ball, 1 strike. There on Nick Brannon. Once again, this is Howe, Oklahoma and Crane playing. Here's a pitch, swing and a foul back. Nick Brannon once again the batter for the Pirates. Here comes the 1-2, and that's going to be 2-2 the count there on the catcher of Nick Brannon, or pardon me, the catcher of Darren Terrell. Excuse me. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2, just on that outside corner. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here from a gorgeous Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in downtown Crane, Missouri. We're in Stone County today. Last 2 streams you guys saw we were in Clever, as Darren Terrell will draw the walk, and that's going to bring up now Hayden Shepard, the new batter for the Pirates. Right fielder, number 13, Hayden Shepard. Hayden Shepard, the new batter, he wears number 13. He is in right field today. He bats from the right side. Here's a pitch. Runner going, and safe, says the home plate umpire. So Heath Quick is going to be at third. He will be the second run there he'll be the second run there on third. And he could be this possible second run with already 2 away here in the bottom half of inning number 1 here in Crane. Temperatures in the 60s today, upper 60s here on this Friday evening. The runners are going, and they are not going to get them, as It is going to be a 2-0 Crane lead. So smooth sailing for the Pirates. And what do you know? You could definitely kiss that 0-3. You could kiss that 0-3 streak goodbye. As we are now up 2-0, as we're going to see the head coach from Howe, Oklahoma, Coach John Saki, come out to the mound. He's going to talk things over to his pitcher. 2-0 Crane. Excuse me. So, as Saki goes to talk things over to his pitcher, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away, as that second run was unearned. As 2 outs have already been recorded here in Crane. Only man on first, or only man is Darren Terrell. Saki heads back to the, we'll head back to the dugout. But once this Pirates team gets their first win, then they'll still be in the hole until they can get 2 more wins, and they'll be at 500. 4 wins to flip-flop the record. If they can keep their losses at 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swinging a high fly ball. Going into shallow center field. Who's got it? And center fielder has it for out number 2. Or for, pardon me, out number 3. But the damage has been done. We're going to the top of the second inning. It is 2-0 Crane. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Here as we kick off the top half of inning number 2. Adam Smith joining you guys as the first pitch. To Saki will be a strike at 0-1. 2-0 Crane our score. Swing a little chopper foul. And it is smooth sailing now for these Pirates. They're going to have to play defense, so this is the part where the defense will be put to the test. Definitely after those tough 3 losses, this is going to feel great to get their first win of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Trevor Saki. He's one of 2 Sakis on this team of the Howe, Oklahoma Lions, as he's going to swing and sky one into the outfield, and Heathquick will get it for out number 1. Third baseman, number 12, Tyler Saki. So Tyler Saki, the man there at the plate, One out here in the bottom or in the top of the second inning. Pirates ahead by a score of 2-0 as Howe trails Crane. 0-1. Now 1-1 strike there on Tyler Saki. These Saki kids are some big boys. They're on this Howe team. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Way outside now. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. There on the outside corner now. 2-2. Or now 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball. Who's going to get it? Into foul territory. Seth still has it. And there is out number 2, quickly and quietly, and that will bring up now the new batter. That is going to be Eduardo Sanchez. Center fielder number 19, Eduardo Sanchez. Eduardo Sanchez now the batter for Howe, Oklahoma. Here's the pitch. 0-1. There on the count on Eduardo Sanchez. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Upstairs now 1-1 strike. One. Now 1-2 strikes there on Eduardo Sanchez. The 1-2 inside corner and strike 3 called. Sanchez did not like it as he walks back to the dugout in disappointment, and we are now going to the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 Pirates over Howe, Oklahoma. Back here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane. Wyatt Howard, the man at the dish for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire. 0-1 the count. Here, just a perfect day for baseball here in Crane. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There on Wyatt Howard. The pitch, swinging a ball in the dirt, and they will not get Wyatt Howard. His speed bails him out of a strike three called, but there is no out, and that's going to bring up now Zane Compton, the batter. Second baseman, number 21, Zane Compton. Zane Compton, a sophomore for these Pirates. He's playing second base tonight for the Pirates tonight. And his ball club feeling really good today. 2-0 is the score. The Pirates with the advantage. 0-1 the count there on Zane Compton. He bats from the right side. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There goes Wyatt Howard, swinging a miss. And they are not going to get Howard. It's 0-2 the count on Zane Compton, as Howe is not able to get Wyatt Howard. They're going from first to second. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up into the outfield, and the shortstop, Wesley Bradley is going to get it, and that's going to bring up now Seth Steele, the batter. First baseman, number 33, Seth Steele. Seth Steele, a leadoff man for the Pirates today. Or pardon me, the 9th man in the lineup for the Pirates. As it'll bring up Isaiah Smith. Once again, Isaiah Smith has already homered this year. That was at Reed Spring against Gainesville. Little bunt, and that will be that'll be a strike at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, and down goes Seth Steele, and that's going to bring him now Isaiah Smith, the leadoff man. Center fielder, number 3, Isaiah Smith. Once again, it's 2-0 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Isaiah Smith, the batter. 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. After a flyout and a strikeout where the out's committed, ball shoots away, and there goes Wyatt Howard after he reached on a strikeout. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, so everything working well. So Coach Harmon pushing the right buttons today. And the Pirates lead this game by a score of 2-0. And just a gorgeous day here from Crane. 2-0 our score. 2 away here in the bottom half of the second inning. 2 balls and 1 strike there on Isaiah Smith. Very good plate discipline for Isaiah Smith. Ball shoots away, but the runner does not advance home from third. So not a good idea for Harmon to send the runner there at third. A 3-1 count. Here's that 3-1 pitch. Swinging a little roller off the pitcher. And they will get the final out of the inning. So, no runs on no base hits and no errors. And 1 man was left on base. We're now going to the top of the third inning. It is 2-0 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Tanner Scott, the man at the dish for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions today. 1 ball, no strikes. Howe trailing by a score of 2-0. 1 ball, 1 strike there on Tanner Scott. The 1-1 swing and another pitch called strike 2. Here's that 1-2, swinging a little slapper, bobbled, but they will throw on and safe. But good effort there by the Crane defense, but they were not able to get the speedy Tanner Scott, and he's going to be on base by the error. Left fielder number 6, David Evans. David Evans, the man to be at the dish for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. His first pitch to him is going to be a ball at 1-0. One out, or nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Umpire calls time. Brandon was frozen there on the mound. Gets his sign. Here's a pitch. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Going over the softball field, it's Crane against Spokane. 2 balls and 1 strike, and the ball shoots away, but the runner does not, or the ball kind of bounces away, but the runner does not advance. 3 balls and 1 strike on David Evans. Here's the pitch, swinging a high fly ball, foul. It'll go 3-2. Full count, nothing, and full count 3-2. There on Jackson Morris. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, and Morris goes down swinging. It's going to bring up now the batter of Jackson Morris. The right fielder number 4, Jackson Morris. Jackson Morris, the man who will step into the batter's box. The pitch. And it's not going to be a 1 ball, no strike count there on Mr. Morris. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 1 ball, 1 strike there on Mr. Morris. Once again, top of the 3rd inning. 2-0 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Crane scored their first 2 runs in the 1st inning. They were scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But it's that P word that you gotta that you gotta say during baseball. It's patience. Patience is the key. Swinging a little check swing. Now 2-2 the count. Only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. But a gorgeous, gorgeous day for a baseball game here in Crane, Missouri. If I could say that again, if I could say that at least 1,000,000 times, I could. 2-2. Just on the outside corner now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon desperately looking for strike 3 for out number 2. One runner on. Upstairs now. He will draw the walk, and that's going to get the lineup up to the batter of Wesley Bradley. Shortstop number 1, Wesley Bradley. Wesley Bradley, the man at the plate for the Lions from Howe, Oklahoma. One out here. Now 1 ball, no strikes there on Wesley Bradley. The 1-0 now outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a rocket foul. As that will go to, we're going to give that save. That's going to go to the tracks for a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike there on Wesley Bradley. 1 out still. Runners on first and second, so Pirates can look. So if the Pirates can get out of the jam with no damage done, that could make Coach Harmon very happy. But doesn't want to lose that lead. Swinging a ball past the pitcher and on to first, and they will get the force out, but they do not get the double play. So that will make it now 2 away, and that's going to bring up now the catcher of Carson McGee. Catcher number 16, Carson McGee. Runners at the corners for Carson McGee. Once again here in the bottom half of inning number, or pardon me, the top half of inning number 3. Currently it is 2-0 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Crane with the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Crane still looking to keep the lead. Runner going into foul territory and out of play, foul. As Darren Terrell ran out of the picture to chase down that fly ball. We shall see. We'll have a hot day at the plate today. Nothing in 1 the count. They're on Carson McGee. Carson McGee is the catcher today. He'll look to get on base for his first time today. Oh and 2 now. As that pitch came in, 0-2 the count there on Carson McGee. Pirates still desperately looking for their first win of the season. They're 4 innings away if they can keep their lead. Swinging a high pop up into the outfield, and that will drop for a base hit. The Lions are on the board. Here comes the next run. Bobbled, and that's going to tie the game up now at 2-2 between the Howe, Oklahoma Lions and the Crane Pirates. So Pirates kind of kicking the ball around the infield here in the top half of inning number 3. As that's now going to bring up now Caleb Crabtree with 2 away. Pitcher number 17, Caleb Crabtree. Caleb Crabtree, the batter for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. Here's a pitch. Just on that outside corner now, 0-1. 2-2 our score here in the top of the third inning. Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Now quickly behind a note at 0-2 is Crabtree. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up outfield. Conrad's got it, and we are now going to the bottom of the third inning. Time for the Pirates to strike back once again. It is a 2-2 tie between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Back here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in the bottom half of inning number 3. 2-2 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Here's the first pitch. Just downstairs now. 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes on Chase Conrad. There's a 1-0. Checked his swing, now 2-0. Even though Howe has tied the game, still doesn't mean that the Pirates can get their lead back. So that's one thing, swing and a miss now. 2 balls and 1 strike on Chase Conrad. Here's the pitch, 3-1, swing and a miss now. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2-2 is the count for Mr. Conrad. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and now 3 balls and 2 strikes, so that pitch was just on that outside corner, so it just missed. So Conrad's at bat will stay alive. Swinging a high fly ball. It's going to go, and it will be caught for out number 1. Now we're bringing up now Heath Quick. Left fielder, number 16, Heath Quick. Heath Quick now the batter for the Pirates. Here in the top half, or pardon me, the bottom half of the third inning. It's 2-2 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. The pitch, as it went just on the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. They're on Mr. Heath Quick. 0-1 to count. They're on Quick. Or 1-0 to count, excuse me. Now 2-0. Quick will look to get on base for a second time today. He's already driven in an RBI single. The 2-0 pitch. Strike, says, the home plate umpire. Still 2-2 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. They're on Heath Quick. The 3-1. Just on that inside corner, and ball 4, and Heath Quick will be on base for the second time, and that's going to bring up now the pitcher of Nick Brannon.
6 million ways tomorrow.
Pitcher number 23, Nick Brannon. Nick Brannon now the batter for these Pirates. He's the pitcher as he will look to help his own cause here at the plate. Here's a pitch, just on the inside corner. Now 1 ball, no strikes. 2-2 tie, our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. The 1-0 pickoff attempt, but Quick will be back in. We'll be back in safely. One ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Now 1 ball, 1 strike there on Nick Brannon. Crabtree looking now beefing up a little bit on his defense today, on his pitching, today. 1-1. Swinging a rocket foul. Looks like it's going to head to the train tracks. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ball shoots away. There goes Quick. And he will stop there at second base. So 2 balls and 2 strikes after the ball shot away. Two balls and 2 strikes on Nick Brannon. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Brannon. And that's going to bring up now the new batter of Darren Terrell. Catcher number 28, Darren Terrell.
You need to teach me how to do this sometime. You need to teach me how to do this sometime.
Darren Terrell, the batter for the Crane Pirates. He's the catcher today. Here's the pitch. Ball shoots away, and there goes Quick as the go-ahead run's going to be quickly at 90 feet away. So if one wild pitch can come in, then we'll have Heath Quick scoring, and we will have the Pirates back on top. 2-2 our score. Counts 1-0. Here's a pitch to Terrell, swinging a ball shoots away. Here comes the go-ahead run, and it is going to score, and the Pirates are back on top. 3-2 Pirates now after that go-ahead run, thanks to the pass ball from Mr. Heath Quick. One ball, 1 strike. There on Mr. Heath Quick. Here's that 1-1 just upstairs. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Pirates have definitely woken up today. They lead by a score of 3-2. So if the Pirates can maybe put up another run, and that would be great. 2-2 our score. The 2-2 swing and a rocket. That's going to be foul. as that almost was a base hit. And that ball was a laser right off the bat of Darren Terrell. Just needed a couple inches and it could have been a fair ball. So look to do it again. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Inside, and now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crane still hungry for that first win. But they're currently in the lead right now, 3-2. Here's a 3-2. Inside, and Darren Terrell will be on base. And it's going to bring up now Hayden Shepard, the batter. Right fielder number 13, Hayden Shepard. Hayden Shepard now the batter for these Crane Pirates. Pickoff attempt. Ball shoots away. And there goes Darren Terrell hustling down the line to second base. And he's going to stop there at second base. So once again, Crane will need two wins. We'll need 1 win to get their first win of the season, 2 more, and then 3 to get at 500. And then 4 to flip-flop the record. 0-1 the count on Hayden Shepard. Here's the 0-1. Just on that outside corner now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mr. Hayden Shepard. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Foul territory. And Hayden Shepard's at-bat will come to an end as we now go to the top of the 4th inning. It is now 3-2 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Here in the top of the 4th inning as we kick off the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Trevor Saki is going to be a strike at 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball. It's going to stay in the park. And Compton comes in right in front of Shepard for that snow cone catch, and that will be out number 1 quickly and quietly. That's going to bring up now Tyler Saki, third baseman number 12. Tyler Saki, the batter. Next pitch, first pitch is going to be a ball downstairs at 1-1, or 1-0. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Upstairs now 2-0. just past 6:30 here on this Friday evening, here on March 22nd. 2 balls and 1 strike there on Tyler Saki. Only one out. Here's a pitch. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. They're on Mr. Saki. The 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, and Saki's going to draw the walk. Tyler Saki, that is, and that's going to bring up now Eduardo Sanchez, the batter. Center fielder number 19, Eduardo Sanchez. Eduardo Sanchez, the batter for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss there on Eduardo Sanchez. The 0-1 now. 1-1. There on Eduardo Sanchez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Only one out here in the top of the 4th inning. Pirates have already scored 2 runs in the top of the 1st, 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd, then Howe scored 2 runs to tie it, and then Crane scored 1 to retake the lead. They lead by a score of 3-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch to Sanchez. Upstairs, now 2-1. Is the count there on Eduardo Sanchez. The 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1. The count there on Eduardo Sanchez. Now strike 2. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes there on Sanchez. Only one runner. Strike 3 called strike, as Sanchez will go back to the dugout, and that's going to bring up now the batter of Tanner Scott. Second baseman number 3, Tanner Scott. Tanner Scott, the batter. As at bottom of the order, they were a little bit of a pain for the Pirates, but they were able to get under it, as that one's going to be skied into the outfield, and Isaiah Smith will get it for the final out. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning, It is a 3-2 Crane lead over Howe, Oklahoma. Howard, Compton, and Steele will be due up as Howard's the first man at the plate for, or excuse me, is the first man at the plate for the Pirates. 1 ball, no strikes there on Wyatt Howard. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Strike 1 now on Wyatt Howard. 1 ball, 1 strike. That Crane dugout being very noisy today. And they got the win, and they are in the lead today. It is 3-2 our score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Howard. And that's going to bring up now the new batter of Seth Steele. First baseman number 30. Correction, second baseman number 21, Zane Compton. Correction there, Zane Compton is the batter. Seth Steele the man on deck. As he'll swing and hit it into the outfield, and that's going to be out number 2, and that's going to bring up now Seth Steele. First baseman number 33, Seth Steele. Seth Steele now the batter for the Pirates. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0 pitch on its way. Swing and a roper. That's going to be down. That's going to be a base hit for Seth Steele. He will stop there at second for a 2-out single. That's going to bring up now the leadoff man of Isaiah Smith. Center fielder number 3, Isaiah Smith. Isaiah Smith now the batter for these Pirates. He's going to be batting from the left side today. Looking to extend the inning to Chase Conrad. Conrad, who has had a base hit and, or pardon me, doubled and grounded out, or struck out back in the 3rd inning. 3-2 Crane here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Starting to get late for Howe, Oklahoma to make some noise. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away. Check on the runner. There goes Seth Steele, and they will get him as Seth Steele just a little too quick there, as we will now head down to the top of the 5th inning. It is still 3-2 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Top of the 5th inning between Howe, Oklahoma and Crane swinging a little slapper. It's going to be gobbled up by Chase Conrad on the hop, and they will get him for out number 1. That's going to bring up now that's going to be the man at the bottom of the order, and that's going to bring up now Jackson Morris. Right fielder number 4, Jackson Morris. Jackson Morris, the man at the dish. He is the 9th man in the lineup. With 1 out upstairs now, 1 ball and no strikes there on Jackson Morris. Adam Smith bringing you this live play-by-play here from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane. It is a 3-2 score between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Crane with the advantage. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Downstairs now 3-1. So the Pirates will not have to meet the walk-off today if they can keep Howe keep Howe seated for the rest of the game. So far so good. So far so good for Crane. Just that 1 hiccup there in the 3rd inning, which they had the lead, which they lost the lead to, but they did get the lead back in the bottom of the 3rd, and it's going to bring up now the leadoff man. Shortstop number 1, Wesley Bradley. Wesley Bradley, the man there at the dish. Here in the top of the 5th inning between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. And it's getting late for Howe. Howe spelled Howe from Oklahoma. About 2 hours from Tulsa, Oklahoma. About 2 hours from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Give it about an hour from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Traveled a good 4 hours to get up here to play Crane. They played Billings yesterday and defeated Billings. Swinging a high pop-up, foul territory. Still gave it chase, but it will go foul. Bradley gives Terrell his catching mask back. Darren Terrell, who was the MHSBCA Newcomer of the Year, he was nominated back in January for that. Swinging a little roller. Vacuumed up by Chase Conrad, and what a play that was, and that will double him up. What a play, Chase Conrad, to end the top of the 5th inning. Wow. Hop, hop, and catch for Chase Conrad. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Isaiah Smith to dig it in as he will swing it. He's gonna hit a rocket, but kind of bobbled there by the right fielder, but it is going to be out number 1. It's going to bring up now Chase Conrad. Shortstop number 22, Chase Conrad. Chase Conrad now the batter for the Pirates. He's a shortstop for these Pirates. And he was the one who made a great defensive play to end the top half of the 5th inning, and it doubled up the runner. The runner had nowhere to go back in the 5th inning. Inside, and it gets Chase Conrad, and he will take a base, as that will get him on the base, and that's going to bring up now Heath Quick, the batter. Left fielder number 16, Heath Quick. Heath Quick, the batter for these Pirates, after Chase Conrad was hit by the pitch. Pick on the runner, but he did not get him. Conrad's back in safely. Conrad, a man who can steal bases, and he can steal bases faster than the speed of light. Just watch him take off here. He's the man on first. Another check on him. Back in safely is Chase Conrad. Runner going. And Conrad will be at second base, and he has stolen his first bag of the 2019 spring season. Chase Conrad, the man on second base now. Heath Quick is still the batter for these Pirates. The 0-1 pitch, just outside, upstairs now. 1 ball, 1 strike. There on Chase Conrad. Surprisingly, Howe, Oklahoma has not had to change pitchers, as Quick will sky one, and that'll be caught for out number 2, but Conrad does not advance to third, and that will bring up now Nick Brannon.
6 million ways to mob, choose one.
Pitcher, number 23, Nick Brannon. Nick Brannon, the batter for these Pirates. He is pitching today for Crane. Here's a pitch, just upstairs now. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 count there on Nick Brannon. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 strike, says the home plate umpire. Now 1 ball, 1 strike there on Nick Brannon. Howe wearing the black cast with the red brim. Once again, after this game, we will be back here in Crane. We'll be seeing Lincoln and Russellville come down to Crane, weather permitting, as there could be a chance of rain tomorrow. 1 ball, 2 strikes there on Nick Brannon. The 1-2 pitch. They don't get Chase Conrad there at third, as he could add some insurance to the Crane Pirates. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 away. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3 called, as that will end the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to the 6th inning. It is a 3-2 Crane lead over Howe, Oklahoma. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in the top half of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss there on Carson McGee. He's the catcher today for Howe, Oklahoma. Just before 7 o'clock here on this Friday evening here in late March. Oh, and nothing in 1 the count there on Carson McGee. 3-2 our score. Strike, says the home plate umpire. Now nothing in 1. Oh, 1 is going to be swung on and just past wide Howard's glove. It's going to be a base hit. Now we're going to have the runner, or now Trevor Saki, now come up to the plate for the Pirates. First baseman number 14, Trevor Saki. Runners on first and, second and third here in the top half of the 6th inning. No outs. Just outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, just outside. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here. Here's a 1-1, swinging a foul back. One ball, 2 strikes. We're here in the bottom of the, top of the 6th inning. 3-2 Crane. Swinging a little chopper to Nick Brannon. On to first. And then a rundown, and they're going to get him, and that's going to be a double play there for the Pirates, and that's going to bring up now the the batter of Tyler Saki. Third baseman number 12, Tyler Saki. Tyler Saki, the batter for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball, foul. Runner on third. No balls, 1 strike. Coach Harmon calls time as he will now head to the mound. We'll talk things over to Nick Brannon, his pitcher. Here in the top of the 6th inning, so far Nick Brannon has not pitched a bad game today. He's had a better outing than he did against Reed Spring. Definitely wanted to call time, but the umpire did not call time. He walks back to the dugout. No balls, 1 strike. There on the batter of Tyler Saki, a big guy for Saki. One ball, 1 strike. The 0-1 now. One ball, 1 strike there on Saki. The 1-1 swing and a foul back. Now going to be 1-2. And Saki will be down to his last strike of the inning. And that will be the same as the Lions will be down to their last strike in the 6th inning, swinging a little tapper foul. Man on third, that is, if we're going to tell you, that is Carson McGee. Here's a pitch, upstairs now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Desperately looking for the Pirates to get out of this inning. Strike 3 called, looking, and Saki will head back to the dugout in despair. We're going to head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 3-2 Crane lead over Howe, Oklahoma. Darren Terrell demands a lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for these Pirates. They lead by a score of 3-2. Strike, says the home plate umpire. And the count's at 0-1 there on Darren Terrell. So far, so good for these Pirates, but if you look on that other side, on the first base side, on the first base dugout, resided by the Howe, Oklahoma Lions, it's been the opposite side for what it's been for the Pirates, and that's going to get Darren Terrell, and he will make it now to first base on the hit by pitch. Right fielder number 13, Hayden Shepherd. Hayden Shepherd, the man at the dish now after the hit by pitch from Darren Terrell. Speedster for Darren Terrell. Just on the inside corner there for Shepherd. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Gobbled up by the pitcher. And that's going to be an out for Hayden Shepherd. That's going to now bring up Wyatt Howard, the batter, third baseman. Third baseman, number 30, Wyatt Howard. Wyatt Howard, the man at the dish for the Pirates. here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead 3-2. And they're going to be looking for some insurance. Big bat of Wyatt Howard. He's a freshman today. Swinging a roper. That's going to be down, and that's going to be a base hit. Here comes Darren Terrell racing around third. He's going to score, and he is going to score easily. 4-2 Crane. And that's going to bring up now Zane Compton, the batter for the Pirates. Second baseman number 21, Zane Compton. Zane Compton, the batter for these Pirates, after Wyatt Howard delivered with the RBI double as 1 run scored. It's 4-2 Crane. And how about let's get some more insurance if we say, excuse me, and we're going to have a courtesy runner come into the game. Courtesy runner number 24, Coy Esri. So Esri is going to be running for Howard. Howard, a strong kid. He's a freshman this year. The pitch to Compton, swing and a miss. Now 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and now 0-2. 0-2 there, the count on Zane Compton. Swinging a high pop-up, that's going to go foul. No balls, 2 strikes there on Zane Compton. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looked at it, and he gets it for a pitch at 1 and for a ball now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, and now 2-2 as he is able to even the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's that 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Compton goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up now Seth Steele, the batter. First baseman number 33, Seth Steele. Seth Steele, the batter for the Pirates. He is the first baseman, a tall kid there at the dish, swinging a little golfed swing. On to first, and an overshooting throw, and what do you know? Esri's gonna score, and we're up now 5-2 Crane over Howe, Oklahoma. Smooth sailing, and everything is going perfectly for the Pirates, and that's going to bring up now Isaiah Smith, the batter. Center fielder number 3, Isaiah Smith. Isaiah Smith, the man at the dish for the Pirates. He is hitting from the left side. Here's a pitch. 0-1 the count now, as that first pitch was a strike to Isaiah Smith. Isaiah Smith was a huge weapon for the Pirates on the basketball side. Could drain threes in almost every game. Against Walnut Grove, he broke the 3-point record against Walnut Grove back in December, and then we got to go to January in the Crane tournament, the Crane basketball tournament as the ball shoots away, and Isaiah Smith will be retired. And we're going to go to the 7th inning. It's shutdown time now for the Pirates, as it is a 5-2 Crane lead over the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. Welcome back here into the top of the seventh inning between Crane and Howe, Oklahoma. Crane is 3 outs away from getting their first win of the season. They lead by a score of 5-2. Everything going good so far for the Pirates. Here's a 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike there on the batter. We don't have his name, unfortunately. Eduardo Sanchez now. As he shoots away as Darren was able to come out of nowhere to stop the ball. Sanchez will be on first. Second baseman number 3, Tanner Scott. So shake off that error if you're the Pirates. It was a hard ball hit, swinging a high fly ball, right field. Shepard's got it, and there's out number 1. That's going to bring up now the batter of David Evans. Left fielder number 6, David Evans. Excuse me. David Evans, the batter now for the Howe, Oklahoma Lions. And let's see the Pirates get up to 500 at the end of this week. Swinging a little roller and caught there by Zane Compton, and they will not get him there at first base, and the Lions are down to the last out of the game. And that will bring up now the man at the bottom of the order here in the top of the 7th inning. That is going to be Jackson Morris. Right fielder number 4, Jackson Morris. Jackson Morris, the man, the final hope for the Pirates, for the Lions, as he swinged and hit it foul. And he's now behind at nothing and 1. So once again, the Lions are down to the last out of the game. Here's the 0-1. Now the Lions are down to the last strike of the game. 0-1, as Brandon will he is 1 strike away from a complete game. And the Pirates are 1 strike away from their first win. Swings! And got him looking, as that will end the game between the Pirates and the Lions, as Nick Brandon tosses the complete game, only allowing 2 runs here in the game against Howe, Oklahoma. That will end it for today. But don't go away. We will have the post-game show coming up in just a few moments. So stick around, everybody. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Brian Harmon, after that 5-2 win against Howe, Oklahoma today. Coach Harmon, what was the statement that you were telling your team today against Howe, Oklahoma?
Well, we've been struggling. Started out 0-3, and I just told them yesterday, I said, we got to find a way to get better. And today we played a lot better. Played a little better defense. Still made more mistakes than I'd like to see. Nick Brandon did a great job on the mound, held them to 2 hits and 2 runs. Able to go a complete game, which is huge with 2 games scheduled tomorrow. And kind of saved some arms, and we got some illness with some of our pitching staff, so we're going to have to piece one of the games together tomorrow and see what we can do.
Illness was a big downfall, and Nick Brandon, who did throw that complete game today, and giving that 3-2 win, that 5-2 win against Howe, Oklahoma, and to get that first win of the season. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, don't we?
A lot better, yeah, it's a lot better. We came in with a lot of the energy today, and a lot of times you get off to an 0-3 start, and you just come in and kind of go through the motions, and we're not going to allow that to happen. Our kids aren't going to allow that to happen, and the way they prepared for today, they were ready to go, and it paid off for us.
Definitely did pay off for us, you guys. And then coming back here on Saturday, you're going to be seeing some 2 Mid-Missouri teams come down. That's going to be Lincoln and Russellville. What's going to be the firepower to get 2 more wins and to get you guys at 500 against Lincoln and Russellville?
Well, it's going to be really tough. Russellville's number 2 in preseason Class 2. Lincoln's number 6. So we schedule teams like that for a reason. They make us better, and we're going to go out and we're going to work hard and we're going to compete and see where things fall.
Very forward, you had to say to head coach John Saki, they're from the Howe, Oklahoma Lions after that 5-2 loss that they had to you guys. What would be your final words to Coach John Saki of the Howe, Oklahoma Lions?
Well, first of all, I thank him for coming this far. It's about a 4-hour drive for him. Came up last night and they beat Billings, and then came and played us tonight. They're staying in Branson, going to head home, and I just wish him luck the rest of the season. And he's got a good group. Thanks
for taking the time with us, Coach Harmon. Congratulations on that win to get you your first win of the season. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Saturday against Lincoln and Russellville.
Thank you, Adam.
All right, let me get Nick Brandon.
Okay.
Coach Harmon, after that win to get the Pirates in the win column and get their first win, kiss the undefeated, kiss that 0-3 goodbye. They're 1-3, so we will now see the winning pitcher today of Nick Brandon, who threw the complete game today who threw that complete game and also got the win on the bump today against Howe, Oklahoma. So we will see him in just a little bit. Now here joined by the winning pitcher for today, that's Nick Brandon, who had the complete game today against Howe, Oklahoma. Nick Brandon, tell me what you were going through today against Howe, Oklahoma when you took the bump today.
I didn't know anything about them, and I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to pitch with my it's like a strain in my groin now, but I realized it doesn't really affect my pitching, which helped a lot.
and they're a good team. We just had a good defense today and had some good hitting.
Straining your groin, that what we've heard. And is that going to affect your hitting? And is that also going to affect your defense there in center field when you're not on the bump?
Yes, I will not be able to play any defensive positions besides pitcher. But batting, it doesn't affect. And when I get on base, Coach Harmon usually takes me off.
Takes you off, and kind of go into the game, in between games. You pitched the opener against Reed Spring. Unfortunately, that one was a loss, and then you pitched this game. What was different between both games, between Reed Spring and Howe, Oklahoma?
You know, the first game, we didn't have our best defense. We didn't have our best hitting. Today, we did so much better in both categories. We even did better base running, even though we did have a pickoff, but that's fine. We were able to bounce back. But in Reed Springs, we were not able to bounce back after just little minor mistakes.
You're going to be coming back here. You're going to be taking on Lincoln and Russellville. Two Mid-Missouri teams coming down here to Stone County to take you guys on. What's going to be the message going to be sent out to help get you guys to 500 at the end of the weekend?
Well, we just usually when we play to have fun, we play a lot better, and we don't need to be playing scared. Because the first 3 games we've been playing scared, and now that we haven't been, we got a W, and I can see us competing pretty good tomorrow.
Very fun words you had to say to the coach of the Howe, Oklahoma Lions, of Coach John Saki. What would be your final words to Coach Saki of the Howe, Oklahoma Lions?
You know, I don't know much about him, but he seems like a great coach, and even their hitting, they had some good hitters out there. They just went right to us sometimes, and I got kind of lucky. But yeah, I think they could be a great team by the end of the season.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Nick Brennan. Congratulations on that win. Also, congratulations on the first win of the season. And best luck to you guys. And we will talk to you guys against Lincoln and Russellville.
All right, thank you, Adam.
Nick Brennan and Coach Harmon, after that first win for the Crane Pirates, feels very good for the fans here in Crane, Missouri. That will wrap up today's live stream for today. We hope you guys. We will be back here tomorrow as we will see Crane take on Lincoln and Russellville. Once again, 2 teams coming out of Benton and Cole County. Cole County is Jefferson City. Benton County is just south of Sedalia, or that is where Warsaw is. So we hope to see you guys tomorrow on Saturday starting at noon, and we'll be also on at 3.